If you can hear my voice very clearly, can you do me a favor? Type 1 on the chat window. Type 1 on the chat window. If you can hear my voice very clearly and you can see my picture very clearly. It's been a while. All right. Shige, Kenneth, thank you. I did. Thank you. All right, all right. My name is Emmanuel Adegbola, aka the Forex Apostle, transiting to Futures Apostle. Don't mind me, I still remain the Forex Apostle. So I want to thank you guys. Trust me, today's training is not going to
new
be
business. So when
a
I,
technical
joined, I
trading.
decided to
Please, you
not to
can
start
mute
taking
your
this like a
line.
real business, but during COVID time.
Okay,
So
I
I went
think I'm
and
going
bought
to
some
mute
furniture.
everybody.
I went and bought, big two tables there. I put the fridge there. I put my
Mute
certificates, and this was now
all.
vacant.
All
Right?
right. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody so that will allow us to be able to be focused. And I'm going to upgrade some of my guys to the panelists. With that, you can, I believe you can start your video and you can also be a co-host. It means you can enable your sound. Let me see, where are you? Okay, BJ, I see you there. And if you happen to be trading futures, you can just private message me or just type it on the chat window there. The goal for this training, as I said, is I call it meet and greet, okay? It's just for us to get familiar with one another and to introduce futures trading to all of us that are interested. So, okay, I see Mr. Cash Out, I see Shego. Is Prince there? Is Barnabas there? If you are there, let me please change your name to your, change the display name so that I can see your name and I will be able to update you there. And please try and enable your video also. BJ, go ahead and enable your video. Let me see. Okay, Shegun, you can enable your video. Francis, are you trading futures right now, or you Olubenga, you are not hearing me? Please, Benga, try to increase the volume of your. I believe I'm very loud here. I just did the mic check right here. Okay, okay, Francis. Okay. So we are going. Can you help me test my microphone? Well, sorry, I don't have that time to do the testing right now. You should have done that testing. I believe everybody can hear me very, very clearly. And once again, I'm just going to be bringing in some of my guys that are already navigating this jungle. I call it a jungle because we are just, and trust me, guys, if you are looking, as I said, if you are looking for a technical training, the theoretical aspect of features, this training today is not about that. You know, right now, you guys know that we have been having some issues, okay, for a while, talking about the Forex space, okay, Forex trading. If you are trading Forex, you know what has been going on for a while now, almost since January of this year. So we have been, troubleshooting and navigating, especially if you are trading with the prop firms. And if you are in the United States, possibly, I believe it affects some part also in Canada. And if you have been trading with a prop firms, what happens between the metal quotes and the prop firm industry. So we're not going to go into the stories. We're not going to bore you with the story, but the truth of the fact and the truth of the matter remains that most prop firms, over 99.9% of the prop firms are no longer using MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. So, and it even gets worse if you are in the United States or possibly even in Canada, that some of the Forex brokers are not even taking US residents because of the MT4 and MT5 shenanigans and saga. So that kind of a push us, okay? Like I said before, instead of me trading, if I have $500, instead of me trading with that $500 as my own capital, trading with a Forex broker, I rather use that $500 to buy a top challenge, okay, either Forex or futures. Then I rather trade that with the hope that you will pass the challenge, and that gives you more capital. I mean, it's still all about the concept of leverage, leveraging with other people's funds. So initial concept also about Forex prop firms is that, okay, well, they will fund you once you pass the challenge, but we later realized also that that was just the story that they created in our head. It wasn't just a live account that they give to you. They will just give you another demo account. And of course, it's all games of mathematics and games of numbers. So, and that is what has been going on. So that really pushed almost, I won't say all of us, but at least some of us to now begin to, navigate towards the jungle of futures trading. So, and some of my guys have been doing well, not 100%, but at least it's better than Forex, and there has been some cash out here and there. So I just talked to them that, okay, let's introduce this space to other people that are interested. Then later on, we also, dive seriously into the trading. So I'm going to be bringing in some of the guys so that, as I said, this is just meet and greet, okay, training. So I bring in some guys, and here, I believe you guys are familiar with this guy. I call him Mr. Cash Out. I officially ordained him Mr. Cash Out on his birthday. So BJ, you want to say hello to our guys? You are muted, so you can unmute yourself.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the world. My name is Mubolaji, but like Apostle said, you already ordained me Mr. Cash Out. I don't know why, but I accept it since it's the apostle.
And he actually registered a business name also as a Cash Out FX, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that is really cool. Thank you so much for coming. And also, I brought in a very, very dynamic Segun Kwade from Houston. So, Shege, can you introduce yourself also to our guys? Okay.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good to be here. My name is Segun Okade from Houston, Texas. So I've been in this journey for a while, and I've been known I'm a pastor Emmanuel Adebola for a while too. He's the one that pilots me to this direction anyway. And from there, I've tested one since all the others. So for now, we thank God for the journey so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And one thing, similarity between three of us that are on this space right now, I'm bringing in other guys, is that BJ, some of you might not know that BJ is a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay. And Shegu also is a nurse. Okay. So it's like, okay, leaving medical field to just navigate this financial space. I think it's a very cool thing. Okay. So I'm going to be bringing it. It says Prince there. Where's Prince? Prince, are you there? If you can enable your, if Prince is it there? Barnabas, if you can there, if you guys can enable your video so that I can see you.
Wait, Apostle, you can't see me?
I can't see you. Where are you?
Wait, you guys can't see me?
Wait,
Kasha,
maybe you are invisible. Let me see.
Mr. Kasha, you're mute.
I can see you. I can see you, Prince. Maybe you should enlarge Apostle.
Okay, add
enlarge the Zoom.
him. If you can see him, let me see. Try to upgrade him to. Guys, I'm going to allow everybody to be able to unmute their sound later on and possibly ask questions. It's a meet and greet, okay? But at least for us to be able to be focused right now, that is why I'm kind of bringing in few people to be able for us to coordinate the whole thing.
So it's Prince Odidi. That's the
okay,
username.
upgrade him to co-host. You can upgrade him to co-host. Let's bring him here. Have you done that? Okay. So I see Prince right there. Okay, I think, okay, good. Okay, good. Yes, Mr. Prince. This is the second cash out, you know. He just shine us his payout last week. I connected with them 2 days ago. The guy we were just talking about different profiles. The guy said, let me tell you something, guys. Apex is real, and I'm going to show you. And he flashed us the account. You know, there's a difference between account being red and so, Prince, I'll go ahead and introduce yourself and say hello to our guys.
Yeah, so yeah, again, yeah, my name is Prince. Mr. Cash had actually brought me into the whole thing, even starting from Forex, and then I followed him to Future as well. So I credited all my sources to him. So I'm actually in IT, and I'm just now getting to understand the whole field and how it works. So yeah. So
you know, one thing that's very amazes me that I love so much. I mean, you guys know, you know me. I've been trading Forex since 2006. So now I mentor some people that are now mentoring others. So I think I have that freedom to call myself grandpa now in Forex, right? So,
you do.
So, you know, Prince is a DevOps engineer, right? He's in IT space. It's not that maybe it's not making money, because some people, when we talk about Forex or we talk about features, we're going to be talking about features. But some people always think that, okay, it's just all about the money. It's not really about the money. It's about, to me, it's about time. It's about my time for me to be able to do what I want to do at any time T, without have to write application to somebody. I want to use the restroom. Can I go on vacation? Can I meet with my wife? Can I take my kids to? So it's all about time for me. I never even knew that I was going to be a pastor when I started learning how to trade Forex and online space generally. And trust me, it has helped me a lot, even despite all the losses and everything that I suffered last 2 years. Trust me, quitting is not an option for me as a person. So like a Prince, you know, Prince makes money, you know, when you talk about IT, DevOps, it makes money. But let me use my wife as an example. My wife, you know, she's a nurse, she makes money where she works and so on and so forth. And at the same time, she's also a sewing mistress, and she sells some things online, eBay, this and that. Do you know, anytime she sells something that is just like $50, $20, to me, I will be looking at it, okay, how much is this? But I see that joy in her, you know, like, okay, even if it is just $10. So it's like, this thing is mine, okay? This thing is mine. Nobody can fire you from trading. Okay, nobody, they can fire you from IT. They can fire you. You can wake up on Monday now and they'll tell you, okay, the contract is over. But this one is yours, you know. So that joy comes from that payout. That, okay, wow. So if I can make 8,000, it means I can make 16,000. It means I can make 80,000. BJ sent me somebody last night, $60,000 cash out. That is more than 1 year's salary or something. So anyway, so with this break, is Barnabas here? Is Barnabas here now? Okay, so so let's just get started. When you join us, BJ, just let me know. So I'm going to start from Shegun. So Mr. Shege, So this is just a very basic training, as I said. It's just meet and greet, just to introduce people, and we'll take it from there. From there, depends on how far we go. But the goal is to have 1 hour session today. Then we'll schedule training for different time, which will be more of technical, showing graph and so on and so forth. But if you are to introduce features trading to a 4th grader, okay, you want to introduce features to my 9-year-old boy, what will you say? How will you introduce? What will you say about features? Go ahead.
Yeah, the first thing I will let the person know is just to go for normal training first, then be patient. So there's no shortcuts in futures because it's kind of different to Forex, kind of a little bit. So you have to know how to size your position. After knowing everything that you're supposed to know, then you have to find your niche. What you want to do? What are you going for? Are you going to be a scalper? Are you going to be I don't even think like a swing or this thing work with our future anyway. Nobody wants because of the crazy.
BJ uses the 1 second.
Yeah. So
BJ uses 1 second time frame.
Yeah. So the best thing is to first learn. You have to learn from any source you can come across. You have to learn. Then once you're perfect, which I know it depends on the person, particularly the person learning. It might take 1 year, might take 2 years. Then once you start with your demo account, then you are perfect. Then you cannot go on. But I like
awesome.
that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
The best thing is to be patient and learn what you need to.
Patience, that's the virtue. Virtue, you need that word, patience. That's a very powerful word. So, okay, so let me come to Mr. Cashout. So the same question, you are introducing features trading to your 90-year-old grandma or grandpa. How will you introduce features trading?
Okay. I will start with telling my grandpa, say, Grandpa, I know you understand a little bit of markets, you are a trader, you've been buying and selling cassava for a long time now. It's just an exchange of like trade by barter. So it's like you're exchanging let's say you're exchanging a cassava for a plate of rice or something like that. So the same thing with futures and Forex, they are kind of similar, but a little bit different. We are all doing like trading, it's the same thing right from the times of 90s. We are all traders, it's the same concept. But the only difference is like the name implies, futures, you are predicting the futures, whereby Forex is more of like an exchange. You are exchanging, like a dollar to pound sterling or to yen to Australian dollar to naira to Bitcoin to, you are exchanging stuff. But in futures, you are predicting the price of a commodity. That is what the futures is all about. You look at the graph, you look at the chart, it's the same, it's similar, they move in the same way, but you are basing the price in the futures market is based on prediction. Like, okay, for example, now gold futures, you can say, okay, I want to buy gold now. That means you want to buy gold maybe for $2,500 dollar. I mean $2,500. So that means $2,500. When you buy it, you are predicting that, okay, when it gets to $2,550, I will sell at that price. So that means you want a profit of $50. It now depends on the bars of gold that you bought at that price that will actually determine the amount of profit that you will make. So that's futures for you. You are predicting the future price of a commodities, of whatever you are buying. It might be crude oil, it might be gold, it might be even the stock. That's NASDAQ. That's the combination of 100 stock exchange in the United States. So that's what future is all about. whereby Forex on its own is just an exchange. You are just exchanging, okay, you know what? I think Naira is weak. You know what? I'm going to, like just dump Naira. I'm just going to go for dollar, something like that. That's an exchange. That's why they call it Forex, foreign exchange. Why futures is just predicting price commodity. And also there is more leverage when it comes to future. The move is like, the move is the same with Forex. The move is the same with Forex. Everything is the same, but the leverage, the price, there's a pricing difference. Like there's what we call like a ratio. There's a way they do the pricing, which is different from Forex. The Forex leverage might just be like, maybe one move might be $1 per move, whereby in futures, that $1 per move in Forex is going to be equivalent to $100. There's a huge difference. That's why, you don't really need market to move so much. You don't even really need volatility. It is in Forex that we shout, oh, there's no trend, there's no this, nothing like that in the futures. In futures market, there's always, it might look like there's no trend, but if you place your contract side on the chart, we know that, oh yeah, there's a trend. Because if it's not taken, you might get burnt or you might make a whole lot of money. So that's futures for you.
Thank you so much. So before I come to Prince, so let me just quickly recap that. Okay, Forex trading is all about currency exchange. Okay, to me, look at it that, okay, Forex is happening in the present. Okay, so like, what is dollar doing? What is the dollar euro to dollar exchange right now? Then what will it be in the future? Okay, you are looking into the present, then you are forecasting what will happen in the future. So your Forex has to do more with the exchange. Okay, with the exchange, you don't have to have, because that is the challenge I normally have, especially with people that come from crypto space to Forex or to futures. Like, in cryptos, you cannot sell Bitcoin if you don't have Bitcoin. So it's still always very tough for them to grab it. That, okay, when you are talking about Euro USD, it's like, okay, where is the Euro? Where is the USD? Not like in cryptos. Cryptos, I can't sell give me another name if you don't have it. The same thing is in stocks. I can't sell Facebook stocks if I don't have it, if I'm coming from stocks. But in Forex, you don't have to have it physical. In futures market, look at it. It's a futures market. A market, okay, group of people that are agreeing on a certain transaction that will happen in the future. And with what is going on right now in trading space, it's like the future is in the futures trading. And that is why we are discussing this. Okay, so it's like a contract. Before the era of internet and trading like this, whenever you agree, okay, it's like, okay, I want to buy a house, and it's okay, we are agreeing on the contract that this particular commodity, I'm buying it right now, but no matter what happens, it's like, okay, stay in this house. Either the economy goes down, it goes up, either the value goes up, it goes down, then you are remitting it back to me in next month, 1 month. So it doesn't matter what happened within that 1 month. The deal is a deal. The contract is a contract. And that is exactly what we do. Now, all of this is just theory, as I said. If you still have to do theory, you can go and read more about it. Or if you understand Forex, you understand charting, you understand your market dynamics, you understand your trend, you understand where to put stop loss, where to take profit in Forex, the same thing still applicable to futures. Only few differences which we are going to be talking about in a very, very short while. So I'm going to come to Prince. So looking at the journey, like, how long have you started to learn Forex, then transit to futures, and what are the differences that you can just say, you know what, I think these are the little difference, apart from all the terminologies jargons, definitions, but these are the basic. Okay, you are coming from Forex trading. You want to trade futures, trade the futures market. These are what I can just remember right now, 1, 2, 3 differences between them.
For me, I really didn't have much time to explore Forex like that. So I know when I met Mr. Cash Out, he told me about Forex. I took a little bit of training. He sent me some links like Forex Peep, then we talked about it. But it's crazy that the time that I was getting into Forex, that's when all the problems started happening. Like to save my life, I could not get a legitimate profit. It's like I came in the middle of the chaos. So all the stories I've heard, people making good money in Forex, that wasn't me. You understand? And I experienced my mentor, Mr. Cash Out, making money in Forex and the prop firm refusing to pay him the money. So I didn't want that to be my situation. Actually, I was even scammed as well. I think I was with, I can't remember the name of the prop firm that I bought a challenge with them. STF, I think STF or something. I bought a challenge with them, and all of a sudden they said they've closed. I tried to log in to trade. I got the big screen. We are sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, what is this? So, but for me, I still had faith in Mr. Cash Out, and then he told me that he was transitioning into futures. So I really cannot tell the difference. I placed some trade, but one thing I noticed with Forex is that it wasn't that volatile like futures. So if I place trade, I could see if I'm making money, I'm making money a little bit. If I'm winning, I'm winning a little bit. But with futures, coming into futures, it was fast. So, and the thing is that myself and my mentor, Mr. Kasha, we had to learn together because he was just getting into futures and I jumped ship with him. So that's the only difference I could see. I'm more of a student of futures than Forex. Yeah, so that's awesome. That's my understanding.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me jump to Shegun. Shegun traded Forex and now trading futures. So what would you say the differences are? You are muted.
Yeah, like what they just said. So the difference is just the movements, the rush in it. So you have to the position sizing. You have to know what you are doing. If not, you're going to get burned. So once you get it right, you predict, you know what you're doing, you can easily make money. But like I say, it's so fast, so you have to think fast and act fast as well. So once you see you are making profits, just make sure you secure part of it because it can easily come down and burn you. So that's
right. So like in Forex, I believe most of us, we are familiar with pips. Like, okay, when you're talking about, okay, yeah, your profit is going to be in 20 pips, it's going to be this. In Forex, you can decide, okay, I want to trade 0.01 lot size, 0.1 lot size. In futures, you are limited in all those areas. So like when you talk about futures, you'll be talking about ticks and you'll be talking about points. Depends on what you are trading. Majorly, I trade the NASDAQ and gold. I think almost 80% of NASDAQ actually. So like you, it's okay, 4 ticks equals to 1 point. So when you are, so all those, you have to be able to know, okay, this thing can move like a small move like this. Like, okay, like I'm sharing my screen. So you look for, like, for instance, this is almost a close hour yesterday. This is the last 15 minutes of the market close yesterday. If you look, if you are able to get in, let's say from here to this place and you write it up like this, can you imagine? This is like 339 ticks right there. Just that 1, 2, 3, that 3 minutes right there. You know,
It's so
you
funny.
can,
It's so funny. This trade, I was actually in it.
oh, really? So this trade, I just came. In fact, this trade actually favored the BJ also because I just came to, I think we were going out and I came and I saw this move. I said, oh, geez. So immediately BJ's call just came. I said, oh, so I was not telling him, I said, look at this, you know. I mean, so just look at that. So if you are, let's say you are trying to pass a challenge and you are able to catch this move pass a challenge. Fine. But then if it goes against you, hey, you sorry, it can, because like you might think like in this place now, you think, oh, it's going down. Maybe you sell here. And you just walk down to your fridge to take a drink. Before you come back, you just eat this. So in Forex, I can put as, okay, you know what? I'm going to be trading. Let me see which screen is this. I'm going to trade. Okay, let's say gold. This is a 15 time frame. Oh, I'm going to put my, let's say in Forex, I can say, you know what? I want to sell right here. Okay, my take profit can come over there in Forex. And I can just go and sleep and just let it go, right? In Forex. In features, you don't want to try that because small minute like this, you think that it's actually going down. It has already go back against you. Also, I mean, that's when we talk about like, okay, the terminologies, the ticks, over here, you'll be talking about pips, right? Then you talk in forex, I mean, features, you'll be talking about contracts. You'll be talking about contract size. So you cannot divide it. Like for instance, if you come over here, you cannot say, okay, to trade the market is not active right now. So you cannot say, yeah, I want to trade a 0.1 contract size. No. So if you cannot trade like a mini contract size, then you trade micro contract size. So the micro contract size is like a 10%, right? I believe I'm correct, 1/10 of the mini. So instead, go back to our Forex, you know, you talk about micro account type, we talk about mini account type, talk about standard account type. So like here, okay, if you say, okay, you know, I want to trade and your account size, you cannot trade the one mini, you cannot trade 1 mini contract size. So all you have to do is what? Trade, maybe change this to what? Micro. So if your account size cannot carry 1 mini, you can begin to trade like a 1 micro contract size, 2 micro contract size. And I'm going to allow DJ to talk more about that area shortly. So especially like if you are trading with prop firms, now let your mind be on that area because I believe majority of us that are trading futures right now, we trade with prop firms rather than trading with your own personal fund. Now, another thing I noticed, I mean, the difference between the Forex, remember, this is just a meet and greet. We are not going to technical today. Now, in Forex, you have, you can put your trade and okay, it goes overnight. Most of the prop firms want you to close your trade by Friday before the market closes on Friday. But in futures markets, most of them, I don't know, maybe even all, but over 90% of them that I know, they want you to close your trade before the market closes. If you don't liquidate that, they're going to do that for you. Okay, they're going to do that for you. And when you look at that, so that's now force majority of us to be trading on a lower time frame, like 1 minute. Somebody like Mr. Cash Out will trade on 1 microsecond, not even 1 second. I don't know how he does that. BJ will trade on 1 second, but me, even 1 minute, I still kind of a struggle with it. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot trade on higher time frame, but you just have to know the rules of the firm that you are trading with. Some of them talking about the drawdown. Okay, let's quickly talk about this. I'm bringing in BJ shortly, please. Just me a minute. A company like Apex, which majority uses, okay, they have what is called trailing drawdown. And I'm going to quickly explain that. Now, the trailing drawdown is that, okay, you enter a trade in this place. This trade goes up here. and it has, let's say you have a maximum drawdown on this account, let's say is 7,005. This is the maximum drawdown you can have on this account. Now, if your drawdown is a trailing drawdown, okay, it goes up here and it gets to, let's say, $7,000 profit, and you didn't close it at this point, and the market comes down right here, and you now close it when it is 1,000 profit. You have lost $6,000. You have lost $6,000 of your trailing, of your drawdown opportunity that you have. And this makes most people to complain, especially when it comes to Apex and the trailing drawdown. Now, some other companies like maybe Fast Track Trading, those ones, they give you, they call it end of day, which most of us were familiar with, end of day trading. So as long as you've not violated, as long as you have not violated that drawdown, you are still in the game. So these are just the little one. Also, most of us were familiar with indicators of MT4 and MT5. So those indicators, you cannot use them on on a trading view. Okay, you cannot use them on trading view because the programming is different. It's a different programming language. And that is why somebody like me, I have to invest to bring my system down to trading view, okay, because I can't just do without it. But you can still trade even without all of this. And that is why you have to more or less go back to price action. No matter what system you are using, you still have to go back to price action. You understand that every indicator, no matter who created that indicator, every indicator derived their algorithm from price action. Price action is still the best indicator you can have. So once you understand that, you can trade with just a simple moving average. You can trade with just understanding the market dynamics. You can trade with just understanding the candlestick formation. You can trade with just understand and reach all of this, irrespective of where you are coming from. If you have gone through my training, you must have gotten all of this stuff. So those are just the little, as I said, we are going to be going deeper and deeper and deeper and talk more about all of this. Now, if you look at this platform, let me quickly share this, then I will yield to BJ. If you look at this platform here, this one here is not TradingView. This is another platform entirely. Okay, I see Barnabas there. Good to see you. So now this platform here, you can see I don't have any crazy indicators apart from what I have here, which is just a trend line and just my horizontal line. And with this system right here, I trade comfortably because I understand the concept of, okay, like this one, I trade majorly on 5 minutes. I trade majorly on 5 minutes. So like it won't show like this thing because right now is today. So if I go back, let's say 3 days, then it will load it back. So, basically that is all you need to understand. Understand your market movement. Understand, I always say if you are my student for now, you understand, you must have gotten used to this word. This word is what you need, irrespective of the system you are using. Okay, you ask yourself that question. Okay, what is the trend? The trend is up. So what am I looking to do? Is to be looking for buying opportunity. Okay, my entry. So what is going to be your entry trigger? What will trigger my entry? Is it going to be when the moving average crosses over? Is it when my ISI here breaks? Is it when my trend line breaks? And so on and so forth. Is it going to be a particular candlestick? Is it going to be, so that is where your E. And everything we do, either in Forex or in futures, is based on this E. It's based on this E because you are trying to say, okay, what is my E? What will trigger my entry? What will trigger my entry? That is when we're talking about all of this one right here. Then you look at, okay, my A. I call this A my area of value. Okay, my area of value. For instance, I don't want to be buying. I don't want to be, let's say, okay, this, even though this market is up now, can you imagine I'm trying to buy here? Can you imagine I'm trying to buy here? It is not going to work, because if I'm buying here, this will still be my stop loss, or let's assume I'm considering this crossover of this moving average, this will still be my stop loss. And in Forex, this might not be much. But trust me, in futures, this one is enough for you to buy the whole village, the whole land in your village, if you make this in your personal account. So it's a lot. So because this is 5 minutes, and that is why we have to wait and see, okay, okay, you see the move on 15 minutes, okay, you get back to 1 minute. We're going to do a lot of all this system, either you are trading on price action, or you are trading using a system, and so on and so forth. But let's quickly come to our challenge. Okay, there are different ways of passing challenge. Okay, there are different ways of passing challenge. But let BJ talk about the one that is working for him, or that one that has worked for him. Over to you, BJ.
All right.
Am I sharing my, okay, I'm not sharing screen. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, can you hear me, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, Apostle, you said everything though. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more to it. As of now, I trade with Apex mainly. Apex, I think, yeah, people said, yeah, they're number one when we get into futures market. As you all know, we all into Forex before now we are into Forex. When all these, the MetaTrader, MT4, MT5 saga about USA clients not accepted anymore, so we have to move to a different DX trade, March trader platforms, unfamiliar platform. So we have to look for other alternative way of trading, which we realize futures is another one, which is very, very similar to Forex. And that's how we ended up in futures. And if you still remember, that was when the Forex prop firm, they were having troubles, going bankruptcy, bailing out, rug pull on horse, not paying, some of them just closed their shop and all kind of, things going on. So we have to like start from scratch. We have to start from, like the beer beginning, we are digging, it's kind of like a rabbit hole, but we dig ourselves out of it. So to find out that Apex is one of the prop firm, there's a lot of prop firm in futures. But back then, that was February this year, early this year, February, March, we're thinking it's just Apex. So we are in Apex, and because of the beer entry is very, very minimum. You just only have to, they're always doing sales. You just have to spend maybe $40 for like a 50K account or something like that. So, but they have rules, and their rules is way different from Forex prop firm. Very different. In Forex prop firm, you can trade your challenge, leave it over the weekend. There's nothing like what we call trailing drawdown. So the way trailing drawdown works is even whenever you're in profit, let's assume this is a basic rule. You have when you buy a challenge, you have like a 5% target to be met before you can actually pass the challenge. So they said, okay, even though you have 5% target to be met, 50K accounts, you have to maybe pass by $2,500 or $3,000. For Apex, it's $3,000. So which is like 6% or so. So immediately, let's assume you're on a profit for the day, like $1,000 hop for the day. They move your drawdown because your drawdown is $2,500. I'm using the 50K as an example, So $2,500. Let's say for the day you are up $1,000, immediately, your account goes to $1,000 in profit. They trail your drawdown. Now you cannot go below. Before when your starting point is 50,000, but you can't go below $47,500. But the moment you cross $1,000 above the watermark, which is $50,000, now you can no longer go below 48,500 anymore. So now maybe you are just seeing $1,000 flashing in your screen. Oh yeah, you can still go further, Then this now dropped all the way back down to 50K. Maybe you already moved your account to break even, it now stopped you out. Now you're like, oh yeah, you are thinking in your head, oh yeah, your account is 50K. But the $1,000 profit that they call it unrealized profit that you saw, but you didn't take your profit. Now it now deduct from your drawdown. So your drawdown is now left with $1,500. So unlike Forex, which is like more of static drawdown, there's nothing like that. They are not trailing you. They are not trailing your profit. So you will still get your $2,500. But in official Profam, there's nothing like, now on Forex, it's more expensive. I don't know, maybe because of that, but with futures the entry price is minimum. So that's one of the things, that you have to put into consideration, coming to futures Profam. And again, you might be thinking, oh yeah, it's cheaper to enter into futures Profam, but look, you're gonna spend a lot of money though.
It adds quickly.
because of the rules are very, very difficult. But if you can master it, if you can master the rule and you are kind of like disciplined, and you can you do way better. It's very, very smooth. The trading, in futures market is very smooth. Like once you're in futures, you never go back to the past anymore. You're not going back to, hardly will you want to trade.
We are not going back.
We are forward ever now. So that's the experience in Profam when it comes to Profam futures traders. And again, you just have to be careful with your leverage. And there's also paper trading. If you're familiar with
right.
Trading View, you can use Trading View for paper trading, but on other platforms they have Ninja Traders. I'm talking about the brokers.
So yeah,
now,
you can go to paper trading here.
Yes, that's for Trading View. You can connect there, and you can trade without you spending a dime. You can use that to familiarize yourself with the platform, to know what is meaning, to know what is let me see if
this is Ninja here. This is Ninja Trader.
Ninja Trader, yeah.
So you have your chart like this, and you just set everything up. Okay, go ahead, BJ. We don't want to distract with technical today.
So we have Ninja Trader. They have a Ninja Trader. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Let me share my screen right here. So you all can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so strategy trading panel. So this is the paper trading. Once you go to paper trading, right here you can get or you can reset your account balance. You can trade. You know that you are not using your real money. At first, we learn in a very, very hard way. We spend thousands. I don't talk about, look, before we get a payout in Profam, this futures Profam, we already spent thousands. Like to get all this information, even for you to set it up, because they have their way of setting their things up. After you go to the platform, you see now right now this Apex Trading, they are doing 80% off. They're always doing sales. After you think it's just easy for you to click get started, you buy what's it called? You buy an account, but after
talk about the two types of account that is available with Apex, the Rhythmic and the Tradovate. What are the differences between them?
Okay, so with Apex, I know everybody most people here, we are all traders, and we come from the Forex background, and you all know about FTMO. you know. So this like FTM is a prop firm in Forex, kind of like number one. This Apex is like number one too, because the entry fee is very minimum. So they have their funding. They have two programs that they offer. Platform to say, you know, there's what we call rhythmic plan. Rhythmic. So this rhythmic is more of like a brokerage that doesn't use web-based, and they have their own style. It's like more of like MT4 of MetaTrader of our home. This is like MetaTrader, you know, when you talk about MetaTrader on MT4, yeah, this is more of rhythmic plan. And we have another one, which is Tradovate. Tradovate, they kind of like, this one look more of like a little bit old school type of a thing, or not, let me say old school, let me put it like, if you are the type that love to use Autobot, you know, copying tradings, you know, copiers, or using software, you want to go more of like rhythmic plan. But if you are the type that use more of like price action, or you like doing your charting on trading view, you know, this is like modern style friendly. This is Tradovate plan. So that's just different. They are both this thing. Both of them, they work with Ninja Trader, but majority of prop firm, they use this rhythmic. For some reason, they use rhythmic plan. I think it's much difficult for them to have access to Tradovate.
Tradovate, yes.
So you have access to Tradovate, so they use more of rhythmic plan. So if you are choosing, if you are interested in going for futures or prop firm, I will only tell you that, you know, you can start first. Don't just say you want to. The way we do ours, we don't even learn anything about futures. We're thinking we know it all. We know whatever they are doing. We just go straight and just go Apex trading, whatever. Just buy the plan. We started trading, like we're just losing money here and there. You know, before we can pass the challenge, it takes forever. You know, but if I were to start now, you know, me dabbling from futures, you know, I will first go trading view. I will start with trading view. Right here, I will do paper trading, you know. Then I will study the rules. Then I will know what is there's different type of drawdown. We have end of day drawdown, and we have the daily trailing drawdown. Yeah, so the end of day drawdown is like where I explained it before. No matter the profit that you made for the day, as long as you haven't closed it, if you like close it in break even, you know, they will only count everything, the result, the overall profit at the end of the trading day, which is 4 p.m. Central Time. No, yeah, 4 p.m. Central Time.
Eastern Time.
Is it Eastern Time? Which our own is
Central. We are in Dallas Central. Yeah.
Okay, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's when the market close. You see. So, but in with Tradovate, you just have to choose one of them. Then you go with paper trading, just for you to understand the market better. Don't just dabble into it, because trust me, you might be thinking the money is small for you to buy a challenge, but those things, they accumulate a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much, BJ. As I said, we today is just like I call it meet and greet training, right? Now, Segun, do you trade with prop firms, or you trade a personal firm?
Yeah, that's a good question, sir. So when I see, you know, I always follow you anytime, any day. So when I know if you created a group, I always be like, I will be there at least first thing to be there to see what's the update. So when I saw you talking about the prop firm, so I was like, okay, I'm trading with my money. I always trade with my money anyway. So I was like, okay, if you are doing it, that means this is right. So let me just check on it. So I tried Apex. So I didn't know about I think I just watched a little video about the drawdown. So they have a trailing drawdown, like I said. So I was the first day, I think I made like about $50,000 account. So I made like $1,000. So, but I make more Or I traded it like between normal distance. So I think I made like something like 1,005. So when I moved my stop loss, so the thing cut me off from 1,000. So I didn't know like I have a deficit of $500.
500 already.
Yeah. So the next day, so I traded again. So I think I made like $700, but the thing came down to $500.
Oh.
I was not trading the third day. So I was like maybe $500 to my passing stage. So I was like trading. I was even in the profit. They just called me off.
Order rejected.
Yeah, they just called me. I was like, what is happening? So I checked the time. It's just 2 p.m. So what is going on? So before they know it, the next day I said, okay, maybe they're having problems. So before then, I went to one of my Discord things. So people are complaining like they reset their accounts. So it happens. So the next day they just reset my account to $50,000 flat. So it's like, what is going on? Then I see people complaining, I'm like, no, I can't go. So I just abandoned it. Then went back to my phone, my home private account. So mainly I always trade with my phone anyway. So
what's the experience like? Like what's the
experience,
capital requirement
it makes
like?
me more disciplined. Like I said, now, once my trading move a little bit, I block some. So I'm trailing. Trailing with it. Once my profit goes up, so I'm trailing. So I'm thinking of going to top step. Because people are talking about top step. They have a end of the day drawdown.
So the one I just showed right now also has the end of the day. That's the what's it called? Fast track trading. They also is that one also is like when you are trading Forex. And the beauty with this is you don't have to also go through challenge. Guys, there's just a lot to cover. As I said today, we are just laying the foundation. And as we grow build, there's going to be follow-up training where we'll go more technical. But like this one here, this is fast track trading. So these ones, they are expensive, okay? It's more expensive, but they do saves all the time. So this one, you don't have to do any evaluation. You don't go through, just direct funding. And they are really, really paying people once you follow the rule. One thing I don't just like for now about fast track trading is that you have to do your own tracking. Like for instance, something like this, you have to track your progress by yourself. And I hate this, their 20% consistency rate in the sense that, for instance, like this day, there was some account I blew off. That day I was talking to BG on the phone and only for me to look at my left side and I saw that my pending order that limit order has triggered and the account went to profit of about 5,000 plus. As oh my God. So I quickly panic, I closed it and I was trying to lose. Can you imagine you made money that you're not trying to lose from the money? So I was not trying to lose. Do you know, the more I tried to lose, the more I was making. That day I ended up making 24,000 plus. So I now look at, okay, 20%. So it means I need over $100,000 profit for me to be able to request payout. Out of annoyance, I think they told me also I blew the account. So like this one, you have to manually track your progress. But if you are able to do that consistently, you get paid. That's with fast track trading. This one here, I've not tried them, but I learned, in fact, there's this lady that I follow a little bit. He actually take the take profit trader as number one. I've not also tried them. As I said, I'm not recommending any because we have different people in the group. So if you are interested in any of all these, you can get back to whoever invited you and get their code. I'm not really that interested in their whatever affiliate or stuff they think. So you can get back and get code. This is the Apex that BJ already talked about. Also, you can just go trade like what he said. You can just start by trade. Just get basic things you need to start with is you need a trading view. If you want to trade with trading view. And if you want to trade with a quant tower like the one I showed you guys before, quant tower also is a very simple, is you just go to quant tower qquanttower.com. It's actually free for you to use them. It's free to download the platform and begin to use. But in order for you to use some features, you have to upgrade and buy some. I think the one I have, I pay $30 per month for their advanced feature. If you want to do all in one together, it's about $70 per month. One thing I noticed also in features is that there are some basic expenses you have to take care of. For instance, if you are trading with a trading view, there is little you can do with a free version of trading view. So you have to upgrade, okay? You have to pay for your data feed, if you are trading with any of these programs. What other package? Okay, now if you are trading, you are trying to pass any of this challenge, once you pass the challenge, I think sometimes their system cancel the subscription for you. But what I do personally, once I pass a challenge, I go back to my dashboard, I cancel the subscription, because if you don't cancel it, remember, if you look over here, is per month. Where is that? If you look at their pricing, we call it per month, right? Like 657, whatever, even though by the time you put in their promo code, sometimes you'll be paying like $50, whatever. But then it adds up, like BJ said. Some of us, when we buy the challenge, we don't buy one. We buy like 10, 15, 20. So you pass one, you pass all. You blow one, you blow all. But before you know it, it adds up. And it's more painful when you have been funded and you now blow the accounts. Because by the time you had it together, trust me, it adds up quickly, as we said. So you can download the Quant Tower, mess with the platform or the trading view. You can still use the free version again and just play around with it. Different people use different systems and different strategy. I'm going to bring in, I think I see Barnabas. Barnabas has his own strategy that he's using, but I met with them 2-3 days ago and I introduced my own simple system to him. And from the feedback, I think he fell in love. And so Barnabas, if you don't mind, as we are beginning to round off for today, just share your experience so far within the 2-3 days, how that has helped you and your experience so far also with features. You can just enable your sound. I hope, where is it? All right. Okay. Yeah, that's Barnabas. You can introduce yourself, what you do, and take it from there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, y'all. So I'm Barnabas. So Apostle and BJ have pretty much said everything for the most part. I came from the mortgage world, dabbling into IT a little bit, and now trading. So just to go straight to Apostle's question, my current strategy right now between myself, Prince, and BJ, we trade together every day. Our current strategy right now is we use VWAP, breaks and retests. And as of the last 3 days, Apostle introduces to his, I call it the Holy Grail indicator. So it's now part of what we do. And the last 3 days, it's worked very seamlessly for me. I've made a lot of money the last 3 days. So, I mean, I'm logged out of everything right now. Do you need me to share my screen or log into my charts or not really?
No, you can share your screen.
Okay. So it's, again, BJ and Apostle have pretty much said everything for the most parts with the trailing drawdown, the way it works with the evals, copy trading, blowing accounts. You're blowing one at a time if you're copying and blowing all 10 or 20. So it's once you get the hang of it, if you're disciplined and you know what you're doing, this can you can retire yourself in a year, literally doing this.
And that is actually true. It's not exaggeration.
Yeah, but if you're not disciplined,
you can go back to your village.
You don't have you don't know how to use your stop losses. You don't know how to set your take profit. You're not disciplined and you're erratic. You can be down 5, 10, 20,000 before you blink in a month or two. depending on how if you're copy trading or not. So let me share my screen real quick just to show you. Art again. So my screen. I used to use a lot of indicators, but like I told Prince and BJ the other day, I think I've repented from using 5, 10, 15 indicators at one time. So now I just use, again, VWAP, breaks and retest. I think it's the trail, what's that? The UT bot alerts and the linear regression channel.
You can share your screen.
Yeah, I'm going to share it right now. I want to log into my trading view real quick. I was logged out because I hate looking at charts all day. It gets
yeah, it gets tiring.
It messes with you sometimes. Even on the weekends, you're like, you know what, man, I could make money right now, but market is closed. Obviously, you can't trade on the weekends. But
like you wish it was open on the weekend.
I know.
Sometimes Friday, and you're like, man, can it be Monday already? Like I want to trade.
Okay, Ayola, we will explain the copy trading later, but we are starting from a basic.
All right, so can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let me simplify and make it one. So I like to use, well, I don't want to confuse anybody, but my stuff is always crazy. So I'm just going to go to one chart, keep it simple. So again, I used to use a lot of, and I still have a few, but I used to use, again, I have a lot of them muted. I'm not sure if y'all understand how trading view works, but the main indicators I use for entry is VWAP, which is right here. And to explain what VWAP is, this is VWAP. This thick blue line is VWAP. This is the upper band and the lower band. So that's one of the main indicators that we use. And the other thing I use is the reversal signals, which again, I know today's just a meet and greet, so I don't want to get too technical with breaks and retests and zones and all that good stuff. But the three main things is VWAP. This is Apostles Holy Grail. This buy and sell right here. I just added this like 3 days ago. So this is the Holy Grail indicator, which is what I call it. And these three lines, this dotted green, thick green, and this other dotted green right here, this is the linear regression channel, which is again the Apostles indicator. He gave us like 3 on Wednesday. So those are the three main things that we use. And so far has been for me, very, very, very useful. It's been, I told Prince and BJ, I don't think I told Apostle, I follow it blindly, almost blindly, but I still use, and one thing I forgot to mention, the daily high and daily low. So those, you cannot disrespect the daily high, daily low. And you have to be cognizant of those two, and they're very, very formidable. So in a nutshell, to kind of wrap it up, again, me, BJ, and Prince, we started with Forex, I believe in January, and then we switched to future. We transitioned to futures in March, April-ish. Yeah. It's been a learning process. Like we said, we didn't know about paper trading, so we've spent thousands. I'm just going to keep it at that. Learning the system and knowing how things move and how things work. So now I think we're in a pretty good place now to where, especially with this new indicator that Apostle has introduced us to, I'm speaking optimistically, we should start causing some serious damage for next month. So in a nutshell, when we have the next meeting, if we want to get technical.
You're going to be buying Lambo then.
Lambo, Ferraris next year, you already know what it is. So yeah, from next month, the next meeting, I think we'll get more technical into how we actually trade and what you're looking at here and all that good stuff. So this is in a nutshell.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like we said, today I just call it meet and greet. I don't know how I carve out that type, but it's still meet and greet trading, just for you guys to know. I know we have some Nigeria residents in the room, and I know that some, if not all, features prop firms don't accommodate or allow Nigerians. But is there any prop firms that allow Nigerians? And if there are none, how can Nigerians participate in features? Because I know that I've not seen most Nigerians creating videos about features on YouTube. So that tells me that Nigerians are not trading features actively.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I thought Apex accommodate Nigeria. I've seen people on the leaderboard from Ghana and other African countries, but probably need to make research, because if they're accommodating people from Ghana, you'd think that they will accommodate people from Nigeria. I know.
No, I already show you to Apostle. They don't accommodate. Apex don't accommodate Nigeria.
Yeah, so they might be from Ghana, but they might not be in Ghana.
Not be in Ghana. Or do you see Ghana? I mean, do you see like you might see their name?
Yeah, I've seen their name. I actually said Ghana. I can send you a screenshot of that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I want to give us that assignment also for between now and possibly our next training, which is going to be more advanced, is for us to research that any of the features firms that possibly accommodate Nigerians. So as I said, guys, I don't want this training to be too lengthy or too long, but today is just to get us introduced to it. And I promise us I'm going to set up some training sequence such a way that I'll be able to reveal to you guys what I'm doing, what is working for me. All of us, there's no guru. I'm not features apostle, I'm Forex apostle. But as I told you, if you understand how to trade Forex, you can trade features. You just need to have some little mindset shift and just understand some basic differences, which we have talked about. You have to also learn to be disciplined. And one thing also I've noticed, I do tell for BJ, I say, I think we are rich, because trust me, poor people, if you don't have a job or if you don't have some other side income coming in, you might not do well that fast in futures, because even though it looks so cheap, but it adds up quickly. Except you just want to start with one, which there's no crime in that. You can start with one account. You don't have to do copy. You don't have to do, it's not mandatory that you must copy 20 accounts. So you can start with one. You start with one, you pass one, you get paid out, then you reinvest your payout into buying more, and so on and so forth. So you give yourself that goal of 6 months to 1 year. You can begin to play with the big boys and be making $8,000, making $40,000, making $60,000.
So Apostle, I think what the advice that you gave to them is the perfect advice, because remember when we started, my mentor, Mr. Kasha, was new into it. You was new into it. Everybody was new into it. So we just went head dive in. But they're not going to make the same mistake. Nobody's going to, I'm not going to advise anybody that's on this. And that's the whole purpose of, you know, being in a group. We went through the sacrifice. We went through the, you know, the fire and everything for you not to spend the money that was spent. I would hate for someone that was on this call to come out and say, oh, I spend the same amount of money that Prince or Barnabas or Mr. Cash spend, and then our work, then we did a very bad job. The job is for it to make it easy for you. You're starting with paper trading, like that's cool. You're starting with no real money at all. Then once you're comfortable with paper trading, you're starting with at least one account. No copying, like what Apostle said. You don't copy. Yeah. We started with 20 accounts. Like we went crazy. And we were trading market open, we were trading news, things that, of course, definitely when we dive deep into it, it's a no. We didn't have stop loss, we didn't have take profit. In fact, we have nothing. Just
Prince, also using 5 million on 50.
We were over leveraging, we were doing whatever. When
5 seconds, time frame.
Yeah, we were using 1 second, 5 seconds, like it's crazy. So it will be a failure to us if you guys go through that same thing. You know, the parent, when parents don't want the children or the child to go through the same hard life they went through, so they try to make it easier for their children, and that's the reason where Apostle comes in. So the main thing
thank you so much, Prince. I think you said it all. I promise, guys, we're going to be closing shortly. But then, as I said, this is a meet and greet training, and I believe you guys are enjoying the session. Apostle is back, okay? Forex Apostle is back, and I promise you guys will grow our sequence of training, in features, and not just only in features. Remember, Forex is still there. You guys can still trade Forex. You cannot just trade with most of all these US brokers. So if you are, for instance, you are in Nigeria, you can trade with XNS, you can trade with a lot of brokers. So we're still going to be doing training in Forex. And some of you also, you are interested in trading with the reef. The reef is a devil, but then you can still make money from the devil's mouth, right? So some of you are interested in trading volatility index, boom and crash, and so on and so forth. We're going to be doing some of the training also with warning. You get ready to follow the rules, or less you go back to your village, because they can suck you dry. So all of that, we're going to be doing all those training. And I just want to appreciate Mr. Cashout. I want to appreciate Shegun. I want to appreciate Barnabas. I want to appreciate Prince and all of you. So I'm just going to take just three questions from our guys audience. If you have questions, you can type your questions, or you can enable your sound, provided that you don't have noise. So one of the questions I've seen is that we should talk more about copying. As I said, we don't want to be introducing surgery to people that are just in pre-med school. So we're not going to be talking about copying today. We're just introducing features for you to understand what we are doing, how can that benefit you, and so on and so forth. And that is what we are talking about. Okay, I see somebody type in the question, how do we start? What do we do now? And when is the next meeting? Okay, so how do you start? The question is, you start with, I'm going to, for instance, make the video available. Once we package it, watch it all over again. I'm working also on putting some materials together that will help you. Then, irrespective of where you are, create a free account on TradingView. Okay, sign up, log into your paper trading, and start trading first. So, as I promised you guys, I'm going to navigate to see which of the prop firms accommodate Nigerians. So if you are in Nigeria, that is for you. If you are not in Nigeria, then of course you can sign up. If you have $20, $40, $50, which I believe in Nigerian currency, that is a lot of money. So before you put in that money, you want to do paper trading, you are comfortable with your strategy. Next training, I promise you, I'm going to be going more technical, talk about strategies and so on and so forth, how to pass challenge. We don't want to go into all of that today, because that's another rabbit hole entirely. So how to pass challenge, there are 3 different strategies you can follow to pass the challenge. You can do aggressive style, you can do conservative, and you can stay in the middle. So we'll talk about all of that. Then, so the another question is, okay, when is the next meeting? I will announce it. Let me look into my calendar. As you can see, trading involves a lot of things, coordinating people, and so on and so forth. So, but I promise you guys, within the next week, we'll have a follow-up training. Okay, any other question? Any other question? You still have a snapbot. What do you mean with snapbot? I have a, if you're talking about trader bots or you're talking about Forex, of course, there's nothing wrong with all my Forex systems. All of them are still there and they're still working. Any other question before we close for today? One more question.
Can I, Apostle, good day, sir. It's Francis.
Good day. Oh, okay. Mr. Francis, how are you doing?
Very well, sir. Thank you so much. I don't have a question. All I want to say is to thank every one of you who have gathered here to give this presentation. It was a wonderful presentation. especially from all of you who are hosting this. I want to thank you all. Honestly, it's very educative, very insightful, and I wish we can continue more. And thank you so much, Apostle, for the host. And Mr. BJ, Prince, all of you, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Very
You're
insightful.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Francis. Thank you so much. And I look forward to see you also swimming in this pool of futures, and let's make the money together. All right. What is the advantage of futures over Forex? We have talked about that. There are a lot of advantages, especially if you don't have your own personal funds to trade. But if you have your personal funds to trade, I will still choose Forex over the futures market any day, anytime. But then if you are in the US the way we are, that they are trying to force all of us to clock in and clock out, go back to work, then I will not go for Forex, I will go for futures. But if you are in Nigeria and you don't have access to futures, everything we are talking about, you can still apply to Forex. And I'm telling you sincerely, if you have been trading Forex and you now trade futures and you try to go back to Forex, you will do more better in Forex than even futures, because futures will force you to be disciplined. So there's no way you will now go to Forex that you will not be disciplined. So there are other advantages, but I believe that stays right there. And of course, with what we are doing, you make more money in futures than Forex, okay? And which I believe over 90% of us are interested in, is to make the money. Okay, guys, thank you so much for today. I want to really appreciate all of you, and thanks for all your prayers, your support. Some of you that have been checking on me. As you can see, I'm doing well, I'm bouncing back, and I'm still here. Thank you so much, and I will announce the time for the training, the follow-up training. That will go more technical, we'll be showing curve, we'll be telling you about what we do, what is working for us, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, guys, and I will only see you at the top, and it will only get better. Thank you so much.